carded. That's what the one basket of the raw fleece, what it looks like. Then I wash it, and then I card it. You card it with your hand cards, which are right here. And then you can spin it into fiber. And when you spin it back on itself, the opposite direction, that's how you get 2-ply yarn. Hi, how are you?
Must be too early in the morning. The saloon's not open yet. We'll come back later.
You make them yourself?
No, I'm only handing them out.
Oh.
Which?
Here's Brian for you. What did you need?
No, I know.
Y'all's wasting my steps.
Hot.
We got somebody going.
See you later.
I don't have a good smile, but yes.
We had the honey last year. It was really good.
Yes, this is a combination. All this honey, I guess, ended up in that jar. And it was donated by several different beekeepers from our club.
Cool.
And I brought in a queen of bees.
Oh, yeah?
And the queen's in there somewhere.
In there?
She
I'm going to take a
is.
look. But I do want to get one of the...
$5 donation.
Yes, I
for
do.
The Homestead Festival.
I'll get me one before I leave.
Okay.
He says the queen's in there somewhere.
Yeah. And I did see her go in when we put it together. And
Pretty neat. Not like me, but they're pretty neat.
most people don't get to see the inside of a beehive. And that's basically 2 frames of a box in here. Okay, this is like a frame, which is in there. So there's actually 2 frames in there. So
Dock down there too.
The Spring River.
Huh?
I said that's the Spring River.
Yeah.
So everything is poisonous if you use it incorrectly.
Right.
With the pokeberries, if you wanted to do it today, you can do it 2 ways. Take the ripe pokeberries and dry them. And then take them like a pill. You can take up to 6 at a time for arthritis, but you can also make a tincture out of pokeberries or poke root. Have you ever seen the root of a poke plant? They're tremendous. They're long. They're big.
Yeah.
A little bit goes a long way. But you can take a pint of alcohol, brandy, vodka, anything like that. Take a good swig out of it, and then put a 3-inch section of poke root in it, and just shave it, stick it down in the hole. Once a day, take it out of the cabinet, shake it, put it back in the cabinet.
Okay.
You gotta tincture it or macerate it for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And at the end of 6 weeks, you can take it a tablespoon twice a day for arthritic pain.
Okay.
Where I get all this information.
Kind of big swig, huh? The more the swig, the bigger the swig, the easier it is on you.
And honestly, where I get all of my formulas is right out of this book, or that one. This book is The Household Physician for the Use of Families, Planters, Seamen, and Travelers. being a brief description in plain language of all the diseases of men, women, and children. This is dated 1859. So this is where I learned how to make my tinctures because I used the formulas that they were using.
Right.
Mostly I use vodka, but I like brandy. So if I
Yeah.
want something that I like, I use brandy. So, but it has, here in the back, it has all the names. Let's say scrofula or King's Evil. Have you ever heard of that? You have.
I may have.
It's tuberculosis of the skin.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had a wife that had tuberculosis one time.
So, and a lot of people think that you can only get tuberculosis of the lungs. You can get tuberculosis anywhere. You can get tuberculosis of the brain, at which time it will be fatal.
Right.
So, but mostly during historic times, they knew, like they called it King's Evil or scrofula, but that's what it was tuberculosis.
Yeah.
What was the other? Consumption. Consumption, you've heard of consumption, that's tuberculosis of the lungs. So, and that's what Doc Holliday died of.
Oh,
So-
okay.
And
I thought he died of a bullet.
No,
did I
he
say
died in a sanitarium.
sanitarium from tuberculosis? I can't
Yeah.
remember how old he was. But Wyatt Earp's wife, I can't remember what her name was, but you've watched. Yeah. She was addicted to laudanum. This stuff.
I've heard of that before. Now.
Laudanum,
His first wife. Well, he didn't marry the second one, but yeah.
She died of addiction to laudanum. Laudanum is nothing but a tincture of alcohol and heroin. Opium.
Ah, okay.
An
Got
opioid.
heroin in it too. Huh?
An
Everything
opioid.
has heroin in it. Heck, this, that's all this. That's all this is, and this isn't the real stuff. That's pancake syrup. Okay. This is pancake syrup with some red food coloring, but
He's keeping it legal.
Yeah.
I'm keeping it legal. However, when this is fresh, it's very impressive if you're doing a program and you open the thing and take a swig of it. So, but this is not fresh.
How do you take this?
Oh, that
You
is.
drank it or?
No, those are red. Those are red. Well, when I'm talking medical things, this guy here, that's a phrenology skull. Now they actually had those up to 400 or 500 years ago, and it was a pseudoscience. It was a science then, but it was a pseudoscience. It's a pseudoscience now.
Right.
Of telling what a person's life is going to be like, what their characteristics are like, by reading the bumps on their head. And this is Slim Jim, and I just thought it was fun. I thought I needed one.
Right.
And I've done a couple readings on people. They're fun. Kids especially. It's pretty accurate on kids because kids are easy to read, and it's easy to read all their bumps. So usually little kids are full right in front of their ears. They got little chubby cheeks.
Yeah.
Well, you can say, oh, I can tell you like food. You're going to like food your whole life.
You only eat pizza.
Well, y'all have fun today, okay?
Thank you.
All righty.
You feel better now, though?
Oh, yeah,
Now
I
that
feel
you
much
learned all
better
this stuff?
already. My arthritis is done gone.
How are you?
Good. How are y'all?
Be easy to break out of here, I think.
Can you break out?
Yeah, I think so. It ain't even got a door.
Bobby's in the jailhouse.
Let me out of here. Ain't very big. Is that a moonshine steel over there?
Got to be at least one, right? Let's go look.
Is that cold? That's cold. Venomous cold. The only one I've ever seen other than this one, they had a thing that went up and down. Bellows? Yeah, bellows, yeah. You got a turbo on yours. Yeah, it ain't very correct for 1800. That had a crank blower come out there in the industrial age. Yeah. He'd give me a bellows.
Saturday classic rock at 6 p.m. and Sunday gospel at 3 p.m.
Are you selling this stuff over here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, how much for these?
Those are $20 a piece.
I'm just gonna go sit on the bridge.
And that's what you're making now?
Yes, ma'am. Put a wave in, like a regular leaf.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm going to get me one. Pumpkins.
Man, that sure gets it hot fast.
They don't sit, they're not that still. No. That's the reason my. You want to go castrate? You want to go see the coop? You want to go be a coop?
I want to get me another one. I'm going to get me another one. I got one from last year.
Another what?
Them?
Oh, one of those.
It's okay if I videotape?
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
All right, might end up on a YouTube channel.
Do you want to take your piece of wood out?
Sure, I got one last year, so I'd like to get another one.
A piece that you prefer, kind of fancy? Or?
Okay.
Let me look.
You want to try the crosscut? Oh, no, I couldn't.
No.
Figured out
You can tell.
Oh, man, that was not too good.
You can tell the ones that are competitive, the ones that are not.
Yeah.
The ones competitive, they would actually try to do it. The ones that weren't, they just and there towards the end, we had a couple. We had to please for 2 kids. Their best friends in school at Brooklyn, their best friends. And the one kid got tired. And the mom jumped up, I'll help you. So they started doing whatever. It is. It is good.
Step away. I need to stand on the other end of that.
Thank you.
Y'all want to?
He's dressed like a lumberjack.
Yeah, you can go vote for him up at the general store.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
What are you voting for?
Best dressed.
Huh?
Best dressed.
For the dress costume?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd holler out. Get out of town.
You guys also want to go up to the general store. Did you get armbands when you came in?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Those armbands are what we're doing the drawings from.
Anyway.
Okay, for the free cutting boards and whatever, so you know your
I was
number.
raised in them both Arkansas.
No, they're in the truck. We didn't put them on. They didn't tell us that when we came in.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's just at 10 o'clock. They're going to pull a number off there.
It was
Okay.
close.
You may have the winning number for an engraved cutting
We had a
board.
19-inch
Okay.
black and white TV.
It's starting to get crowded. It's starting to get crowded.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're kind of famous for trains and then a river on the other side. Here's the little rag dolls. They're free. They do ask for donations. We got a couple last year, so I got a couple of different ones this year. Are they cute?
Is that a voodoo doll? Do they come with the pins and stick them with?
No, we got the pins at home.
Oh, okay.
She said we could take a bath for 25 cents.
Do you see my purse?
We use one of them. Oh, somebody's long johns. No, ma'am, I wasn't looking at your knickers.
I want to make sure y'all not okay, we're having baths over here for 25 cents.
She's already asked. We declined.
Huh?
Not today.
Okay.
Oh, you got it.
Yep, this place is getting packed. Are you having fun yet, Bobby?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, good.